Morning.
Beautiful people. Welcome to day 17 of Financial Wellness with Coach Sapphire Star, owner and founder of Organized Chaos, where we've helped hundreds of clients, especially women that look like me, get over the shame of money, the stress of living paycheck to paycheck, and to boldly, type boldly in the comment section, boldly walk into the life that you deserve and desire. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening to the live. Thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for your questions. I truly appreciate you. Hopefully you can hear me. I truly appreciate you following me and your support. Entrepreneurship isn't always easy, but it's definitely a journey that I have enjoyed being on, especially living a financial freedom life, especially living a life living freely, which I titled my book, The Freedom to Work Whenever, Wherever, to help people organize their finances and live a purposeful life, a life rich in passion, purpose, and possibility. And so today you may be wondering, girl, did you really come on here with a bonnet and muumuu on? And did. Consistency isn't always pretty. Your financial journey, your financial freedom journey isn't always pretty. It isn't always wrapped up in a nice little bow. It isn't always beat to the gods. It isn't always fun to do a budget. It's not always easy to have to work extra hours to pay off debt. It's not always fun or easy to, or pretty to do a budget. When you hear budget, it's like, meh, it's not always exciting. But the reality is, financial wellness equals consistency. And when I woke up this morning, did my 2 mile walk, and got ready to do my live, I was just like, I really don't feel like it. I don't feel like getting dressed. I don't feel like doing none of that. But I still I've made a commitment to do this. And so I'm going to show up. I'm going to be consistent. And again, it's not always showing up well to do, but it's about showing up. And that's what financial wellness is about. That's what financial freedom is about. That's what wealth building is about. It's about being consistent. It's about doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Even when people talk about you, even when people laugh at what you're doing, even when people question, well, why you working extra for like life is short, live your life. Low, YOLO. Like, we're all gonna die, right? What's the purpose? For me, especially as a clinical laboratory scientist working in laboratory medicine in acute and ambulatory care settings, I've seen people live a life, I don't want to say a low quality, but live a life that's not to their fullest because of their health. But like I said, we're all going to die, but what's going to be the quality of your life while you're here? Yeah, you're going to die, but how are you going to live? And I'm always talking about health is wealth. If you don't take care of yourself, what's the outcome? What's the result of that? I remember when I was about 20, 21 years old, living in the projects. I was living in Fraser Homes off of MLK. I was attending Armstrong Atlantic State University, and I didn't have a license. And so I would catch 2 buses to take my daughter to daycare. She had to get a transfer downtown. Then she went to WW Law Daycare with Miss Overton. Shout out to WW Law. They're such amazing. Miss Overton, Miss Bruton, Miss Williams. Amazing people, amazing women. And then I would catch 2 buses to Armstrong. That's one way. And there were times where I didn't always have money for a transfer. So I would have just enough money to drop my daughter, to go to school and then come back and pick my daughter up from daycare. And I would have to walk from the east side of Savannah, WW Law, all the way to the west side of Savannah. And I remember living in Fraser Homes, and my neighbor, she had to be about 23. She wasn't that much older than me. And I remember, I'm doing all this hustling, bustling. I'm working, take care of my daughter. I'm going to school. I'm in college. And I remember I was like, man, I haven't seen my neighbor in a while. And one day because even while I was at Armstrong, I worked part-time as a phlebotomist at County St. Joseph Hospital. Shouts out to Dr. Z's for getting me my first job before I became a scientist. And I used to have to go do draws at the nursing home. And I remember walking in this room, and y'all, I saw my neighbor. My heart dropped. I lost my breath for a second because, and I don't know if I said this, the morning draws were at a nursing home. And in my mind at the time, I thought nursing home was only for elderly people. Here, my neighbor was in the bed, 23, incapacitated, in a nursing home. And I was dumbfounded. I was like, why is she in a nursing home? Well, come to find out, she had a stroke at 23. And this young lady had to learn how to walk and talk all over again. But that left an impression on me. And it's like, man, how can I live life to the fullest? Because you just never know what's going to happen. And so circling back to our wellness, financial wellness and taking care of ourselves, these are priorities, top priorities on this journey, because it's not just about money. It's not just about money. It's about what's that life that you want to live if time and money wasn't an issue, and you reverse engineer it. How do you make that happen? What are the sacrifices that you need to make? Live like no one else so you can live like no one else. And being consistent, showing up for yourself, showing up for your family, showing up for your community, showing up for this world that we live in. What's your impact you're going to have? What is that mark that you're going to leave? And how are you going to live your life? And so, again, it's not always easy. It's simple. Do a budget, make a little more, spend a little less, live below your means, learn how to make your money work for you, and invest. Stop buying stupid shit. It's simple. It's really that simple. But it's not always easy. But I promise you, if you're consistent, you can't help but get success, to get results. Financial wellness equals consistency. Show up and show out. And I promise you, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's a matter of when. And so if you're ready to level up your mind and your money, it's not too late to sign up for our 2025 Money and Mindset Challenge. It's a free email challenge of tips and strategies sent directly to your inbox for 5 days. No obligation. It's free. sign up. If you don't want to sign up for the challenge, head over to SapphireStar2Rs.com and you can join our newsletter, our free newsletter that we send out every month with our free classes that we have, workshops, seminars, retreat. We have a retreat coming up in November, so make sure you sign up to get that information. And thank you guys so much for your support. If you know someone that can benefit from this information, who you believe deserve a rich life, deserve to have financial wellness, deserve to have balance in their life, please share this on your page. It definitely helps. And make sure you follow me on all social media platform, Coach Sapphire Star, 2Rs. I'm everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. I'm out here. And I hope y'all was listening and not judging. Because of this, you know, how I'm showing up. But I'm home. Matter of fact, I'm at my investment property. So, period. All right, y'all be great.